All right, what is up, everybody? Shadow Scout 0013 here, coming in for another list build. And today, again, we're going to focus on the Republic, or the Grand Army of the Republic, and focus mostly on only clone troopers with some heavies, because obviously they're going to need some kind of support against, enemies. Having just plain clone troopers, maybe. We can kind of see what can happen there, but I was putting on a lot of armor stuff just in case, they have a lot of armor as well, and you need a lot of anti-armor stuff. Let's just get into it, and let's just take a look at it real fast. So we're gonna go with just the generic clone commander. So basically, he's gonna have 4 health and courage 2. They've got bolster 2 as an action, which means that you can choose up to 2 friendly units at range 1, and then each chosen unit gains a surge token. If you just want to choose 1 unit to gain 2, that's fine as well, because it says choose up to 2 friendly units. You get to direct a clone trooper core unit. So during the command phase, you can issue an order to a friendly clone trooper core unit at range 1 to 2. And then he's got sharpshooter, so he can, bring down the cover by 1. He's going to shoot with 3 black at range 1 to 3, but no surging. He's got a red defense size, obviously, and 2 red in melee, which is, awesome. That's pretty cool. They're pretty BA. So we're going to go with vigilance. There's other things that you can do, like improvised orders on one of them, and then with the other one, maybe go with vigilance if you wanted as well, or lead by example in case you wanted to get rid of some suppression. But let's try vigilance at the moment, and then if we have some leftover, points, what we can do is we can try to apply that to, that right there. All right, so let's go with our core. Let's see what we can do. So we're gonna go with phase 1s and phase 2s. So let's go ahead and put 1 on both. With the phase 1s, just for point purposes, I would go with the Z6. If you like something else, you can obviously go with something else. The DC 15 is pretty awesome. It's literally only 3 more points at range 1 to 4 with 2 red and critical 1. So it's kind of like it's almost the Stormtrooper version, but not quite. So for fire support purposes, I'm going to go with the phase 1s. Okay. And we're going to go with 2 of those. And then for the other one, for the phase 2s, obviously I'm going to go with 5s. It's going to be a pretty expensive, person or upgrade, heavy upgrade, but it's not the worst. I do want to go with a heavy, and I'm going to go with infantry support platform, who has armor 3. So 1 defending, you can cancel up to 3 hit results. You've already going to have cover 1. So if you have light cover as well, you're going to have heavy cover, and then armor 3. And then you're going to be canceling 3 hits before impact, and then cover maybe 1 or 2 if you have it will take another 2. So you can cancel basically 5 hits before impact if you have an extra light cover, just in case. You have hover ground, you can reverse, strafe, standby, and you're treated as a ground vehicle, so you can provide cover. And yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. And then it's just the rear and sides are the weak point. So again, you're gonna have to make sure that you're strafing or backing up. You don't want to kind of 90-degree pivot too much. So we're gonna go with that one. And I do want it to surge to crit, just in case there's any armor as well, rather than just having impact or surge to hit with anything. And then, so for this purpose, if you wanted, I'd go with the twin missile pods just for the impact too. Even though you're already surging to crit, you wouldn't need critical 2 at that point. And this is going to be longer range, and with impact 2, you're going to be able to hopefully get more crits through, in my opinion. So I like that one. You can give it the linked targeting array. I'm going to wait a second just to see, just in case. And then I do want some supports. So I do want more armor. So the ATRTs, just like I said, this is very, very similar to the other one. It's just using clone commanders. And then with the ATRT laser cannon, which is only 10 points, which is range 2 to 4, impact 3. You're going to be shooting a red, 2 black, but it's, in the front arc, so it has to be that way. And then, so we have 8 activations. Let's keep on trucking. So let's maybe get something that'll heal our infantry support platform or the ATRT. So we'll go with R2D2. And put him near the top, obviously. So he's going to be great to kind of cover the ISP and the ATRTs. So, and it's going to have repair 2 capacity 2. So you can heal the infantry support platform or ISP once for 2 wounds, and then maybe another one on an ATRT just in case it takes a lot of damage. It's up to you. And then we've got a lot more points. So there's 2 things that we can do. You can either go with 2 strike teams. If you wanted to be kind of cheap, we'd have to get rid of 3 points, which is pretty easy to do. The elite armor pilot, you might have to get rid of if that's the case. If you wanted 11 activations, you could get rid of vigilance if you wanted to keep the surge to crit, because I feel like that's going to be a lot more important. So maybe you got rid of that. I would keep improvised orders just in case you wanted one of the ATRTs or the ARC strike teams, anything like that. So you're at 798. You've got 11 activations. You're not the most naked, but you're kind of naked on a lot of stuff. You've got some heavies on everything, at least. So everything is going to be, up there. You don't have super stacked stuff. You still got 2 more, points that you can do. So if you wanted to do situational awareness on the phase 2s with 5s, you could, to give you 800 points if you didn't want that little extra bid there. But I like this one. I mean, you've got a ton of only clones, and then R2D2 kind of come in there and save the day. And then you've got your ISP and ATRTs. You've got your armor, basically, and then your anti-armor all at the same time. So I feel like this is a pretty good, clone list that's just really like a gun line. What I would do with infantry support platform, the ISP, I should say, man, I just keep wanting to read it out. It's going to gain while attacking, if a friendly unit uses fire support, you're going to gain surge to crit. So you've got 2 phase 1s with the Z6. They don't surge to anything. Your ISP, there you go, already surges to hit, but why not get more out of it? So say you're attacking something at range 4, and maybe your phase 1s are in range and stuff. You could split fire with your ISP with the twin missile pods. Basically, you would fire 2 red at 1 spider droid, and then along with your 2 red, you're getting 6 white, so 8 dice, and then an extra 4 black, so 12 dice. Yeah, that's a ton of dice. Surging to crit, impact 2. So yeah, there's a pretty high chance that you're getting a lot of crits through on that one. Possibly. I mean, we can tell. Let's see. So if with the attack ahead, let's see, 2, and then there's 4 guys that'll have the black dice, and then you have 6 dice. Say that you just have an aim, due to giving an order, taking an aim and shooting. You're gonna have impact. What 1 was it? Let's go back. Impact 2. Okay, so impact 2. And you're surging to crit. Surge to critical. Say you're shooting at the spider droid. They've got the surge. Say that they have an aim and a dodge. Say that they've got no cover. I think they have armor. I can double check just in case here. I'm really not the greatest with these yet. Armor 3. Okay, so boom. Okay, so say that we, try to roll for that. You're still getting at least 4 wounds through, and they're probably gonna have to make 5 saves. median wise. So on average, or so, you're going to be getting at least some wounds through onto something that's got armor 3 that with a dodge. I mean, so say it didn't have a dodge. Okay. We roll again. I mean, it's pretty much the same, but they're going to have to make an extra save. So I mean, I think that's pretty cool. You're going to be able to get a lot of crits through onto something with armor. So that's, what I think about this list. Fives, you're going to have some sort of order control because you're going to have a clone commander give out an order to fives. So fives will have an order who can give an order to a phase 1. Then you have another clone trooper or clone commander who can give another order to a phase 1. So all of your core units are already having an order token every time. And then say that you went with the synchronized offensive and you went with the ISP, then you could also give an order to one of the strike teams. Or maybe one of the clone commanders was more in contact with one of the ARC troopers, so with strike teams. So there's a lot of ways that you can at least coordinate a lot of stuff to begin with. And I would go with that, give it to the ISP, make sure that your phase 1s have an order and that they're all in range, and then boom, there you go. There's your first attack, trying to get them to roll 5 or 6 hits if they don't have a dodge and you're doing it right away. Or crits, I should say, just in case. On average, you might be able to roll more. Just, depends on the roll. And okay, so R2 is really your only big character in this one. So if you wanted Blast Off, you could take Blast Off, which wouldn't be that bad because obviously you're going to gain a dodge, you're going to gain suppression so that they have to fire at someone else if they can. Disengage just in case, someone tried to get close to you, and then jump 1. So that way, if you needed to get somewhere in their deployment zone or somewhere blocking your way to the deployment zone, you can use this one. That's up to you. If you really wanted to, you can go with ambush too. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I'd go with blast off. Why not? Air support, I would definitely go with, especially in the beginning. Try to bring down as many as you can. Units and people in the units are droids. And then, I wouldn't really have to go with improv 2. I'd go with push, give more stuff to your ATRTs and or your ISPs, and then coordinate everything core trooper wise. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah. So you can't coordinate the strike team. I was mistaken. Sorry. Yeah, you can only coordinate the clones. So your core trooper units should always pretty much have an order. The only thing you're looking for are your arcs, your heavy, and R2 and stuff, which is why I put improvised orders on there, is because you're going to have so many different units that you're looking for that at least every turn, it's going to be optimal to have improvised orders just in case. And then for our 3-pip, attack of the clones, definitely. You can give it to both commanders who can coordinate to at least 2 clone troopers. And then if you were to coordinate it to 5, so you can coordinate it to 1. So yeah, you're just basically giving it to all of your cores. You can give it to your arc strike team. So you can give out your direct. If all of your core trooper units are nearby, you could direct, make sure all of them have an order, and then you could give your 3 clone troopers either the 2 strike teams and a clone commander, or both clone commanders and then 1 strike team. It's just kind of whatever's important, but I would do that one because it's giving them surge. And then smoke screen wouldn't be too bad, but R2D2 and 1 trooper really isn't enough. Really, this one, to me, in my opinion, it would be great for like hostage exchange, because basically the other friendly trooper unit that you give an order to can perform a free speed 1 move. So yeah, Leia has a card similar to that. It's a 2-pip. So if you're playing hostage exchange, that's another good one to have. But I would rather go with assault to get those 3 units, just because also if you need the ATRTs and or the ISP, you could definitely go with that one. And with this, with ATRTs having, armor and the droids, the spider droids being out there, movement might not be something you really, really want. You might want something more dealing with staying still, because if you're going to get ions through, they're going to get a lot of ions through. So key positions, recover the supplies, sabotage the moisture evaporators, bombing run, payload, and hostage exchange are all moving as much as possible. Breakthrough, you're trying to move as much as possible. Intercept the transmissions, you don't have to move every turn. So you might be able to maneuver your way to where if you got stuck, hopefully you're getting stuck in that range band that you need. So I would go with that one. You're with 798, you might be blue player. A lot of people are trying to be red player and have 800 points. It's just up to you. You're welcome to do, if you wanted, I'm trying to think of something, I don't even know. Situational awareness or duck and cover, which you don't really need at all, I think. And then there's one more that was 2 points. It was at a gear slot. Yeah, unhindered. So if you wanted to put unhindered on to someone, you could do that as well. Or expert climber. You could put expert climber on your ARC trooper strike teams and don't have to roll for dice, just in case if you don't put the jump to jet packs on them. But yeah, that's it, guys. So I find this, it's 11 activations for GAR. That's a lot. And then they all have a heavy. So everyone is decked out for the most part. I like this list. It'd probably be able to go against armor very well, especially with those scenarios if you get to be blue player. And with armor, hopefully these are lasting quite a while. With R2D2, hopefully healing a lot. With your order control, with your clone commanders, you probably will have a pretty good control over your army with this list. And with it 11 activations, with GAR, man, because they're looking at 9. And 9 activations or so in GAR is pretty, I feel like, standard right now, / everything's kind of decked out at that point. But it's just kind of up to you. I'm trying to go with everything as cheap as possible to get as many more activations as I can, because I like to spam activations, kind of, but I want my activations to be at least able to withstand more than just one attack. So like, I don't want to get wiped out in one attack on like the first turn. So if I have like 4 troopers, no heavy, no extra mini, and 4-5 hits go through and you're rolling white dice, you're probably screwed. So yeah, I like this list. If I had GAR, I would play them. I don't have GAR, sadly. If anyone does have GAR and they just want to send it to me and hopefully I can get some battle reports in, by all means, I'm not opposed. But yeah, hopefully you guys liked it. I'm going to go ahead and leave a Legion link in it below. If you like this list, use it. Let me know how it is. Comment below what you think. Go ahead and like this video. Subscribe for sure to get more of these. And yeah, if you would counter it, if you would pick different command cards, how you would run it differently, put it all down below. But yeah, there's a 600 point version of this that I was going to, we'll go ahead and save this as, just armor. Yeah. And then we'll save it. And then if we were to go with just a 500 point list, I can make that in just a second, but let's just go with the same thing. Okay. We'll just cut a few things out. So go ahead, do that. We got to take away a clone commander. Let's take away maybe one of the phase 1s. Take out your strike teams. And what was it? What did I do? Did I take out R2D2? Yeah. You basically have the same thing. Maybe with the clone commander, definitely go with either vigilance or lead by example, because you're going to be getting shot a lot. And then with 8 more points, maybe definitely give these guys situational awareness to make sure that they can try to cancel out some more crits. And then with the new cards, you could technically take one of the new ones and take prepared supplies. That wouldn't be too bad. That's $4.99. Or if you didn't want to take prepared supplies on that one, with infantry support platform, give them the link targeting array and do your best to give as many orders to the ISP. Use your clone commander to give out an order to the Z6 or 5s, sorry, who can coordinate it to the phase 1s. And then immediately every single time you can fire support as much as possible, hopefully getting in as many crits as you can if it's not important to move and everyone's either out in the open or not. But yeah, that's a super easy little 600 point one as well. But yeah, and I'll leave a link to this one in the description below. But hopefully you guys liked it. Go ahead and subscribe for show. But I'll see you guys in the next video.